Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rusty here, and welcome to Impact Dynamics Live. We're back for a Monday night with a very special episode this evening. Something extremely different, very different. We will be watching the video from a match from 2016, which was one of the first precision rifle type bigger two-day comps, although be it an invitational private sort of shoot. But from back then, and this was actually organised before we'd even heard of what PRS was, all that sort of stuff. We've got a couple of guys, Butters and Nick, who shot that original match, and we're going to go through the video from that and talk about some of the stuff, how it came about, what happened, and some of the stories that that we probably shouldn't tell. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be talking about that. That's going to be really good. What else have I got to tell you? Tonight is brought to you by Projectile Warehouse. You can save 5% off at Projectile Warehouse by using the code IDLive5. That's a number 5, not the word. IDLive, number 5. Of course, everything there. That will be fantastic. Now, I do need to make a formal announcement to let everybody know who is watching, and great to have so many people watching, that this is going to be the last week of the show in this format. In this daily or almost daily format, 6 days a week, with restrictions starting to lift, our attention starting to turn to what potentially is going to be the PRS season shortly. For all of these things, we are opening, we're changing this. Now, don't be too sad or joyous, whichever way you find yourself to be inclined. Long Gun Project, by the way, subscribe to Long Gun Project, but because of your amazing reception and to the guys who have been watching this, we don't want to just turn this off and have it disappear into nothing, because you guys are too awesome and it's been really fun doing this. So Ben, myself, Andy Little, and a few other guys are putting our heads together as to what we will do and how this thing will look in future. And pretty excited about some of the options, because we're not looking about trying to get through the next couple of months of whatever the COVID restrictions might be. We're talking about putting something into place that could last for who knows how long, because it has been fun hanging out with you guys. So we got the next week full packed, really. Richard Bazadinsky joins me tomorrow night. There is barely a dude who knows more in terms of the details and the ins and outs of testing guns, of checking accuracy, all that sort of stuff. I had a little chat with him today about some of the stuff we're going to cover, and I couldn't even keep up. So the guy's going to blow your mind tomorrow night. That'll be brilliant. Wednesday night, a really positive story that's come out of this whole COVID scenario for a guy called Luke, runs the Bearded Chap, who provide beard-related accessories, and he'll cover it, but they've made a big change in their business at the beginning of this whole scenario, and have turned into it's been a very positive change for it, and they've helped a lot of people. Rumour has it he's also a shooter, so look forward to discussing all of that with him Wednesday night. Thursday night, the Master of Reloading is back. Steve Hurd is back, and he's going to be discussing intermediate ballistics. And you think, oh, that's for the guys who aren't so, beyond beginner but not quite advanced. Not true. What we're actually going to be talking about is the point where your projectile leaves the barrel. That's the part we're going to go in depth on. So I'm very much looking forward to that. He will get lots of information. Then we're going to catch up with what's happening in the precision rifle scene in the UK and all around there, because Tiff Dew joins us from Precision Rifle League and Roundhouse Training, and looking very much. Anyway, so and we've only got to Friday. So the final show of this format, as I said, will be Monday week, the Impact Dynamics of the Team Impact check-in with Andy Little, and no doubt a few other guests that evening for a bit of fun. Right, so both Butters and Nick are busy in the chat, keeping everyone entertained, but let's bring them into this. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
Good, naggers.
Nick?
Yep, I got a bone to pick with you already, Rusty.
Oh, that didn't take long.
You said that I shot the first PRI. I didn't technically shoot it very well, so I'm going to say I attended it.
Hey, that sounds like more of a bone to pick with yourself, to be honest, because you're the one who didn't do very well out of it. But anyway, that's for you to worry about. I don't really care. We'll see it all shortly. All right,
why not?
Gentlemen, let me take you back to 2016. Now we're just going to have a little technical challenge here while we work out how to do this. But I'm going to try and show you a little video that you hopefully saw back in 2016. And let's find that one here. Oh, now I've got to choose the right video. So everyone should be able to see now. No, we will just we'll just let this all catch up.
Got to hit play, Rusty.
Yeah, no, I haven't hit play yet. I'm just making sure we got the right video up so everyone can see it. All right. So this year, you guys should have seen this video sometime in 2016. Want to know what you thought of it?
It's been a while, but yeah. Mine's going to be pretty short.
Righto. There you go. Do you remember seeing that video at all?
Yeah, I watched it too many times.
You did?
I was excited. I was ready.
Yeah, right on. I got it. Yeah, it was. We thought we'd put something out there, and for the guys who were able to invite, rather than just sending them a letter and saying, here's what we're doing, we wanted to give them a bit of an idea. And at this stage, we didn't know what PRS was, so we didn't really know how to. We were like, go watch these videos or go check this thing out, and we just did our thing. So that was a Sean Milner from SDS Targets and myself went down to our shooting property at the time, and we this was in January sometime, and it was 43 that day. Hence the reason we look quite red and sweaty. It was not the pleasant conditions to film in.
And no wonder you look serious.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed the massive skyload that Sean does with the gun pointing pretty much 45 in the air and closes the bolt on it. Yep, don't see that so much.
We've all matured over the time. We've grown. Well, some of us matured, but anyway.
And Nick's here as well. Yeah, excellent. So, guys, the way that I think this is going to work this evening is I'm going to try and play the 2016 video, and if you got any stories to tell or anything on those lines, let us know. We'll hit pause on it and we'll go from there. So let me see.
Hey, Butters, when was the first time we met?
That Friday.
Yeah, it was too.
And you were going, why did you buy an AI? I could have made you one. You could have made
I knew that story would come out. Yeah.
Oh, we probably.
Why do you just buy a custom gun? What do you waste all this money for? I'm like, he mopped the floor with me.
Yeah, that's right. Butters was still running AIs, and Butters came as a guest of a mate that I had invited along. And Nick, well, I don't know how Nick got in. Actually, I'm not really sure. But
he didn't keep the gate closed.
That's probably it. Is this... was that 2016 when you rang me up going, oh, yeah, are we going to get to shoot? Are we going to get to do things on... We're going to get to 0 on Saturday morning. I'm like, no, mate, it's Friday only. You're like, oh, well, was that 2016 or 2017?
That sounds like every event I've shot, dude. Like every time I rock up, it's going. I remember the first. I think it was the first time. The second time we shot at Mildura. So the first time was just the one-off at Mildura, but the first for the first actual season, I rocked up with like 15 minutes to go of the range time. And everyone's like, oh, Nick, it's good to film. I'm like, get out of my way. I need to shoot. Yeah. So
at least you're consistent.
I got there at the end.
At least you're consistent. All right. Let's get into this. Right. Just make sure I've got these planned out. Not very well. All right, I'm going to make sure that you guys can see it and make sure everyone at home can see it, and we will be underway Here we go.
Ooh, black screen.
Hey. Ooh. No longer Southern shooters.
Yeah, well, the video changed. Oh, there you are, looking good, mate.
Was that his footy shirt or his rugby shirt? Must be his footy shirt.
Footy shirt, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me footy shirt.
Oh, look at the
What
guns.
happened to
Look at the guns.
every time I see the field now and I see a hay bale, I think of a certain somebody with no pants jumping off it.
That was 2017, mate. I think we're still under.
Plus 17.
That was me shooting. There you go. Footage of me shooting.
Hey.
There's Nick.
I know those guys.
Got the shout out.
Wankers.
Well, hope he's watching. He's good lad.
Hope so.
Yeah. Oh, that's Beaker's gun as well. So
Yeah,
Beaker was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He shot, didn't he?
Yeah,
Is that Jordan there?
Jordan was there. Remember that, which was Daryl.
That was
That
the one he shot but didn't cook at.
No, this is the one he cooked at. That was Richie in the background.
Oh, wow.
There's a Beaker's company.
I'm not sure he actually cooked anything though, technically
Yeah,
speaking.
correct. Oh, you had to walk up to your. Yeah, so that was probably a bit different. You had to walk up to your stage. You had to walk out for the day. You didn't get to drive around. This is you might be able to drive somewhere and then walk in from there. So we had to carry everything, including food, or was that was 2017? You had to have all your food with you.
I think we all had snacks anyway.
Oh yeah, well
we all had we pretty much everything.
Yep.
And we're like, oh, we'll take like medical supplies and we'll carry like extra like water. And now we're like just pouring water out, I'll pick it up on the way back, just rolling it out.
Oh, good.
That sand seriously sucked.
Yeah, it was tough sand. All right, let's carry on. Oh, a really bad logo. Trent would be having
horror movie music.
That logo is definitely worth a $5 at least.
All right, stage one, Titanic. This is, if you guys are listening at home, watching or whatever, if you ever hear a wobble platform get called the Titanic or the Titanic stage, which it regularly is, this is the reason why, because the first stage that was sort of run in this sort of stuff at this match was called Titanic, and the name seems
That's how I had to zero.
The name seems to have stuck.
I zeroed it as well.
Yep, a lot of people zeroed this one.
I actually got a point. They let me actually shoot the first part of it, like off to the side of it without a platform, because I'm like, I can't see shit.
This was at 419 meters. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. And
what size plate was it?
Definitely a round one. And not too many people. Did hit it. I think highest score was maybe 3, and then Trent.
Yeah. I remember I got 1, and everyone was like, "Holy crap, you actually hit it!" I'm like, "Is that good?" They're like, "Yes, it's good."
It was because of this stage.
Yeah.
And then we did a similar one, with the wall platform the next year at the second PRI.
Yep.
I made Bear shoot it because I knew I was shit at it.
True. So for those spotting, down in the corner here, I don't know if you can see the mouse, but just furthest right, that's Crispy. That is George Crisp hanging down there.
Oh, it was
no mouse, but yeah, it is crispy.
Yeah, it is.
This was actually a team event as well, wasn't it?
Oh, we didn't cover that. We didn't cover that. Let's make mention of that.
Yeah.
Because you're spot on, mate. It was a team event. I'm just trying to find our us here again.
So there was individual scores and team scores.
Yeah, spot on. So we were the way it would work. I'm just trying to find our vision here to bring us back into it. But the way it would work, so there was I think 4 of the stages were individual scores. The points only counted for the individual. 4 of the stages were team only. So your your points would count towards a team and have no impact on an individual. And then 4 stages were combined. So the points were done in a way where you would take some personal points and the team would get those points as well. So basically the 2 competitions, I guess, were run on 8 stages each, if that makes some sense. So, Nick, who was your partner for this one? Yeah,
it was actually my apprentice at the time, Trav. Right. Travis Walderfame was my teammate for that stage, for the day.
For the day.
Weekend.
For the weekend. It just keeps getting bigger.
Was he using the Stormtrooper rifle?
No, that was
James. Trav was using a 223 in Weatherby Vanguard 223, and my gun, which was at that event was a 308. So he was using both.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was back when you could do that.
Because apparently 223 couldn't go further than like 300 meters. Apparently, so.
And Butters, you were running with Moose, who was in that. Who was we didn't see him a whole lot last year, but he's been around the PRS a fair bit.
I think he's still down in Tassie.
Yeah,
he was on George's property for a little while.
He was. Yeah. All right, let's jump back into it. Actually, Moose is there. If you see the 2 lads with the Vortex shirts, he's in between there at the back. Anyway, here we go. There's Nick. Look at you, looking gorgeous, mate.
Can't see it.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, I've kept you guys.
You got to show the guests.
Yeah. I'm still seeing your face, dude. I can't see squat.
There you go. There you go. Now you're good.
That's shit, Nick. Where'd your beard go?
Have you seen the? It's apparently in my belly. Have you seen the size of that thing? It looks like a bowling pin.
I'll stand up.
Yeah.
I know where it's gone.
All right.
Hey.
Let's just check out the guns. Let's check out the guns of back of yesteryear. Or we get a little.
Why how things have changed?
Yeah. So a lot of looks. Oh no, there's a bit of both there in first and second focal plane. Yeah, Gen 2 Razor, a Night Force. It must be it's probably a second focal plane one there.
I was running a second NSX. What were you on, Butters?
I had the Beast back then.
You were running the Beast, I think. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. You were like the original.
I only started using the ATAC at the end of last year. I've had the Beast from 2014 right up until mid last year.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway,
so I got used to it.
There we go. All right. Cool.
Well, they're not bad rifles. So
here we go. 3 Foxes. So 3 Foxes.
Damn,
you had to. The gun stayed up on the top, and then you had to run up and get behind the gun and shoot 3 Foxes. Funnily enough, I think that
was a good stage. Actually,
that was a good.
It was good because it was practical.
Yeah,
it's really only 3 shots, but it was good.
Was it 2 at every?
I think it
was it
might
1
have been 2.
or 2?
It might have been 2, but look at that. That's a 300 Win Mag. The recoil on that. That was definitely filmed afterwards.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see, we can rip into Goldie because we love Gold and he shoots with us now. But just
how's the bandana?
Well, he had to because he's ginger and he's bald. He doesn't have a choice.
But he would. I don't know if you saw that, but he shoot, and this is a real common theme in this video where guys will shoot.
Quick, where did they go?
And then exactly they bring their head up over the top and look for it. And there's Chungi resting on a bag. He had a bit knew what was going on there.
He had some skill. He knew what he was doing.
All right, so this is a transition onto the next. There's the AI.
You see that champion in the blue flanny?
Shut up.
That was your dad, wasn't it? That was Foss.
Yeah, it's the old man.
Yeah.
Oh, was Foss in the back? I missed that part. I didn't see that. There he is. Yeah, I'll see it now.
For those guys who were back at the. They're guys who get out to the PRSs and know that Butter's parents generally are the mum and dad of PRS. This was back here. I think Jenny was actually at the match but didn't come out. Was that 2017?
No, we left her in the hotel that weekend. It wasn't until the second PRI she actually came to the property, and then but then she stayed back at the homestead there.
Yeah.
There's my beast.
Yeah, Mum Butter. Yeah, Mum Butter is a staple diet. So is Foss.
She was taking a leak one day when we were out shooting, and one of the fellas hooked up the bloody portaloo to the back of the ute and they drove off with her.
I did hear about that.
What's going on?
That's right, because we'd have the portaloos and they'd be in the camp area, and then we'd take them out into the field, so we'd have toilets nearby, and she was in one.
For the people who don't know, who weren't there, I don't know if you can tell, there wasn't like, it was a 2-day event. It wasn't just go to the range and people go back home to the hotel.
Oh, no.
Like the closest hotel was like an hour away.
Yeah.
Like at least everybody camped on site. The entire weekend we all camped.
Yep.
It was great.
Yeah. It was magic.
Awesome.
It was magic. All right, let's carry on with that. Checking out the mag loading, as you do. Levels. This is again another one which set some terminology. This type of
Look at the arse on that.
This type of barricade, only you would look. This type of barricade is often referred to as a levels barricade with different levels to shoot from. We were real creative with the stage names, as you can tell. But this is Butters. Butters cleaned this stage.
I like the hand position, Butters. The hand position's good.
No, yeah. No, I reckon this is the reason you won, Butters. You cleaned this stage because.
No, I think I got the top score with the fastest time. That's all. I think.
So this stage, anyway. You definitely got it because if you hit everything, it was a bonus time. Yeah, you might be right. It was bonus points if you did it in a certain amount of time, but it wasn't connected to accuracy at all. So you could have just
that's right. There were some of those. It was speed. Was it accuracy via speed or something?
It was just speed.
Like
it's just you could get 5 points just by sending enough rounds down range and doing it under quick enough time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's when Trav's, that was the whole point of Trav. I'm going to use my 2 to 3. I'm just going to wax them off. And I think he got 1, but he got the bonus 2 points or whatever it was, or 3 points. Yeah, because he did it in some ungodly amount of time.
Now, there's a question from me, Ian, about what was on the front of Butters' rifle connected to the stock in front of the bipod?
It was a camera that broke on that stage. It stopped working.
We talked about it. There's Crispy in position, ready to shoot. Anyway, so he was the only one who had a collection of bags, really, of a selection of bags. Anyway,
I'm a big fan of the short sleeve over the long sleeve t-shirt too. That's a good retro 80s. I like it.
Good stuff. Well, mag change. Look at this mag change. He's all over it.
He's slick.
Yeah, he was slick.
Watch it. Oh, slick.
Had to put most of the boys today to shame.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He was all over that mag change.
Actually, that video, Moose has some terrible recoil.
Oh, doesn't he? Look at
this one.
Crispy and Stewie.
People with their bipods putting their bipod legs in front of the barricade, and right in the recoil and pulling it back, and other people putting it behind the barricade and leaning right onto it. It's interesting seeing the technique. And now we just use bags, no bipods.
Stage 4 2-stroke. This is one. I told this story the other day about Sean. He actually had a stroke a couple of days before.
That was on,
about this, and this is the eventuating stage out of that. But anyway, I'll give you a look at this one. So you had to shoot a support side on one side, and then run across. Put your gun in position and shoot on your normal side, dominant side. And they're about 400 or 500 meters between targets. Little GoPro set up there.
The only thing that I remember from this was the person shooting on screen. He lost his earphones and he's like, I'm just going to do it because I've got to make points.
Oh, yeah.
And he came away from it and he thought he'd gone deaf and he's like, dude, are you? And he's like, I can't hear anything. And it was, he was pretty bad for about a month after that because he's like, oh, no, I won't pick up my earphones. I'll just go and do it. So,
there's the stage brief. All right. So I think we got.
What day are we on now? Still day 1?
Oh yeah, this is about to do the intro.
I'm running a Savage 110BA in 300 Win Mag. Richard, I'm running the ticket.
A lot of 300s.
On a GRS stock. It's a 308.
You can't shoot further than 600 meters unless you got a 300 Win Mag.
International AX, one of the newer multi-caliber jobs.
Fuck, I was 15 kilos lighter then.
And about 15 years old. This one.
And your gun's 15 kilos heavier now.
I'm running a custom chassis.
It's another 300 Win Mag.
Krieger 30-inch barrel and 300 Win Mag.
He's 300, yeah.
Tikka 300 Win Mag.
300 Win Mag.
Action. It's a Remington 700 in a Accuracy International stock, 308 caliber.
This is a 300 Win Mag Tikka
Another,
3.
another one.
I'm running
That
a
thing.
Vortex Razor 22 scope.
Can you pause it? Do you remember what happened with that guy's particular bullets? He had his long range and his short range, and he couldn't fit him inside the magazine. And he had A-tips, so he ended up cutting the polymer tips off the bullet so they fit in the mag. And then he wonders why he couldn't hit anything.
Oh, really?
That was the highlight of the weekend.
I didn't know that story. I knew about the different, the two different loads, but not about cutting the tips. Oh my gosh! All right.
Oh, that was funny.
Takar.
Anyway,
There's-
Force Beast, 5 to 25 first focal plane. I got a Vortex Razor Gen 1. Bloody hell, do the job. Night Force 5.5.
I like Will's throw down to the 308 shooters.
Falcon M18 scope is a Cars 6x24.
Hey,
It was pretty loud, wasn't it, your gun?
Yeah, it's probably one of the loudest here. It's just, probably some guy in Iraq missing his.
I made that break, and it is loud. It was terrible.
It shoots more
Worked,
accurate
though.
than what I can.
And a short action precision run and gun bag.
I had to get that call in.
It's definitely, this is my first event of anything like this kind. After I signed the papers on the internet, the first thing I thought was, holy shit.
I'll absolutely drill it using it. I feel sorry for the 308 guys because really that's just a loser round.
Yeah, look, a little bit nervous, anxious, I guess, but also eager to get going.
Their own, if they want to suck, well, that's their problem.
Yeah, I guess
The rivalry was there already, wasn't it?
Anxiety there because you don't know any of the stages. I'm actually more excited.
Oh, that's probably a point to mention is that, like, at this point, no one knew a single stage.
Oh, yeah.
You arrived at the stage and got your brief.
We were walking past each other, like, up the hills, like 500 meters, like, what's the stage? What do you do? What do you do? And you're like, you'll figure it out, mate. Good luck, bastard.
Yeah, there was,
Wouldn't have helped us at all.
there was no matchbooks.
Good. It's the first one of its kind. And
We actually started doing covertly, like, dude, we clean it, like, it's really close, it's really easy targets. Like, we ended up getting, like, 8s and 9s out of 10. And on the way back, they're like, how'd you do so well? Like, dude, that stage was easy, man. We started psyching them out.
You told looked like a little boy. Nice.
Hunter.
You did.
I actually went hunting the weekend before, so I had a very, very limited time to prep.
doing load testing, a little bit of shooting.
I love all the excuses that roll out during this part.
Training really hard, trying to get
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Spend a fortune on
It's never stopped, has it?
that I'll never use. Kind of guess really, because you got no idea what's going to come up, do you?
Wind calling.
I'm actually interested to see where all the bipods are as well, like how close people putting bipods.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have any
It's interesting.
I'm way out there.
Whether it's first or
Yeah.
24th.
My shooting
Mark's way out there.
years of being mostly handguns. Look, we've got a farm at Peach Ridge, and I've got steel set up out to 800. I haven't been able to get any further than 800 yet.
Really only for about a year. Really only been reloading for probably half of that time.
Straight into it. Fresh.
So, relatively new to the long range.
About 10 years, yep.
So you should have won,
He
Steve.
did it right, though. He did it right.
He did all right. He did all right.
See, there's the bipod. Look at it.
Yeah.
Didn't F class for a while.
There's a lot of-
this rifle, which they love out there. So I used to shoot 105 howitzers in the army, which were the shell's about the same size as this rifle.
I was about 17, and that was about the last time I really shot long range.
Especially in the last 3.5 years since I moved to Darwin.
Lots of
Long-range
Atlas
precision, Probably
bipods.
only about 8 months.
I used
Yeah.
to shoot pistols.
How many
started
people?
with pistols.
How many people were there as well? Like 60 people.
I've met rough.
It's like 22
Long range ever since.
or 24 or something.
Myself, and it's just gonna,
We'll split it in the middle and call it 40.
Benchmark to find out where
You're an
where
idiot.
you are in your shooting.
Just doing the same thing over and over. Yeah. Because shooting's all about consistency and doing the same thing. You change one thing between a shot and it's going to change the shot.
Get comfortable.
Yeah, Butters. Yeah, listen to that advice,
Learn the
Butters.
fundamentals.
That bloke's an idiot.
Ask a lot of questions.
It's the lack of beard that doesn't give him authority.
Oh, I'm way too clean
Buffy
shaven.
Malbro,
And looking 14.
Magic John.
Oh, this is the porn names.
What is your stripper? Isn't your stripper name your
That's
first pet
stripper
name,
name.
your first pet's name, and the first street you were on?
It was a penny a day for doing that.
My name is Humphrey Carlisle.
Good. Okay, so this is after 4 stages. Butters, you were leading. Crispy was in third. Bronte from the Precision Shooting Podcast was second. Steve Hasfield was in fourth. Where are you, Nick? 18th. 10 points.
Very last-ish.
There you go, 22 shooters.
There you go,
That wasn't
22
too bad.
shooters. There was 24 meant to come, I think. Oh, no, maybe 20, 22. Either way.
Now, we had all shot the same 4 stages too, I think.
Correct. Yeah. So we would do the first 4 and then all rotate. So
Tell you what, Bronte did a hell of a run up there straight away.
Yeah, he
Bronte was
did well,
the dark sheep.
no, he was always a pretty good shooter though. It's always a pretty good shooter. Yeah. Does this feel
I don't
like a
know
video
how-
game? Like at the end when the credits come up?
Look at it.
Oh, this is
it's a custom
teams.
team.
Look
Yeah.
at those team names.
What about the TNT?
Team
I don't know how we're up the
TNT.
top.
That's the NT crew. Thundercook and Falcon Bird, Edge of Creed, someone running a 6.5 Creedmoor and a 338 Edge because there was no 30 cal limit on this.
Oh, that's right. And I will make mention in the team ones.
Yeah.
I bombed out every stage. I got like 1 out of 10 points in all the individuals.
Yeah.
In the team events,
You were all
me
over
and
it.
Trav actually cleaned up. I did really, really strong in the team stages. I'm like, don't suck, and I did well. That's the only thing I did well at.
So this stage
Oh.
got canned. This. Sorry.
I remember shooting it,
Oh,
no idea
So
what
we've
it
got
was.
Greg and Simo from a Hunting HQ.
Oh yeah, well it is too. Yeah, that's definitely Greg who was on the podcast, and then the bloke with the beard in the background there will probably come up again was Jared, who runs the service rifle matches out of Victoria. But so this stage
right.
here, there was a whole stack of cards, and the idea was that you would have one person in your team would. Get the cards, and then they'd have to direct you on, and between the two of you, one person shoots, I think, and the other person spots to hit the right cards. But we basically found that very few people had the
couldn't see
optical clarity of actually working out what the cards were.
I think it was starting to get real low light by the time some of us got there too, and it was getting really hard to see.
Yeah. So it was,
Even with my scope, it was super hard.
yeah. So this stage,
If that stage was done in modern day times, we'd all be doing like Ray Charles memes, like I can't see shit. All we could see was a board with like white splotches. Couldn't make out anything on the cards.
the long shot. So you feature in this one,
338.
yeah.
Didn't what was the guy's name? Nick something or other with the
Nick-
338.
and he shot it. So there was a target at 1,200 meters or yards or something, and you got 10 points if you hit it on the first shot, and then 9 points if you hit it on the second, and down and down and down. And so Nick hit it on the first shot, so he scored 10 points. And back when you could do that, and then this is Butter's effort, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see me
there's
rapid fire.
Lack of it.
Here he is. Whole lot of whole lot of nothing. And then I love the look on your face there.
And look at Moose's face of disappointment as well.
That's right, because
I've
this is the team stage. So you had someone spotting and someone shooting, and they could sort of talk you onto it or whatever. And you just look so gutted.
It looks like someone just told you that your dog has died. It's haunting.
Oh, look at you go, Nick.
Oh.
Danny, he's a good shooter, that bloke.
He was.
He was. He's not around much anymore, but he's still a good shooter, but he's just not around anymore. He
Know your
kicked
limits.
everybody's ass and left.
Know your limits. This is a proper know your limits. You miss, you're out. You're on zero.
Yeah. this was-
poor old Moose. He dropped it on the fourth target, I think. Poor bugger.
This humbled a lot of people as well.
Oh yeah.
It
Because
was-
nobody understood it. Everyone's like, I'm going to make my points back by doing this. And like, if you miss your out, they're like, no, it's an easy shot. And like on the fourth one, it was gone. That was it.
Yeah, not many guys got past 4. In fact, actually on this, it was, look at that seductive look from Stewie. But those targets, so in the morning, it was really blowy. It was really blowy in the morning. And so I actually said, I've jumped way too far back. Anyway, there we go. And I actually said to the guys when we had the break from the morning to the Arvo, I'm like, guys, can you bring that target in 100 meters?
How far was it?
And they, I think it was 4, and they brought it into 3.
That small target's pretty tiny, man.
Yeah, the little one is, but the wind was up, and whatever it was, we dropped 100 meters out of it, and I'm glad it was there because it was still bloody hard. Anyway.
I think it was a challenge for people to actually get onto it and actually declare without getting zero. I think that was the challenge. Like, I declare, I made a point for the day.
Oh, look out.
2 in a row. Which was this? Oh, I remember. Yep. This was one, there was a target, 400?
Yep.
And then there was one way out at 8 or 9.
Oh, bullseye. Good on him.
It wasn't. That's just put in there for otherwise it's real boring watching someone just shoot prone into the ether. So yeah, you're right. You had to hit the first one and then hit the second one on the consecutive shot. Otherwise, you zeroed out and came back to the first one and had to go again. If you got both in a row, you had 2 opportunities to do that within 8 shots or 5 shots or whatever it was. Yeah.
I remember a lot of us had issues with that. Some people just went, no worries. But me included, just struggled.
Yeah, I actually got a feeling that the distance on the second target was incorrect, I reckon.
Well, it was also the fact that if you missed I think maybe if you missed either, you actually sent it over the top of a little rise. So your impacts was actually just behind the hill and you couldn't actually see it.
Yeah, that sounds about right as well.
We got Barry.
Yeah, Barry is there.
We got Barry there as well.
Oh, yes. This is coming back. Oh, yeah, coming back for dinner.
Yeah, it was too. It was we got picked up on the last part of the day, didn't we?
We finished pretty late.
So here we go. Butters still in the lead. Oh, actually, there wasn't. Oh, you're still on 30 points, mate.
I think it was all team stages after that.
Not all, otherwise this wouldn't have changed. But there wasn't many team stages, and clearly none for you because you were.
Look at that! I took a dive on points.
You went down.
Monty, George, and myself. Yep. I just noticed none of us actually scored any points in the second half of that day.
Yeah, I think you'll find I didn't score any points either.
There might have only been one.
I actually lost one.
There might have only been one individual stage, and maybe there's that 2 in a row one, and maybe you didn't do well there. So
because there was a team stage. Or something.
There was probably 3 team stages in that. This is another 4. So anyway, that's all right.
Yeah, if you look at the Ignition Custom team, we actually started really trying to challenge.
Oh yeah, you did. You doubled your points. Yeah, it must have been team heavy for that part.
Yeah, that's when I pulled my finger and I'm like, right, let's get into this. And I realized, it's all team stage points. I'm like, well, we did really well. But later on, we did get a benefit. We'll talk about it later on. A certain.
Yeah, this is dinner.
Oh, there's that spit.
Oh, yep, the one that.
It was Jordan. Something. I don't know what it was, but it was something.
Oh yes, this is when you mob didn't know how to make a fire.
Well, whatever, Butters. Whatever. We just let you go in your environment. Yeah. This is all.
Pink.
Oh, look at all the boys down in Cole there.
They're all brought up.
So.
The original king of the north.
True. Stewie, Paul.
There's a lot of pissed off faces there too. Like, man, I suck so bad.
I think they were annoyed that the food wasn't cooked properly by Jordan.
Ooh, hungry.
Ben Johnson in the background, out of focus.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's
more
Butters.
Wood.
Butters putting more wood.
Just all light shit too.
Oh my god, my knees really hurt.
Yes.
Oh, good. It was good times though. It was good times, and this is where a lot of those initial connections made, I reckon.
And there's Roadhouse Matt and his girlfriend Rachel, I think.
No, not Rachel, but Beth.
Beth, that's right. Yeah, Roadhouse Matt. Yeah. I still catch him every now and then down the southeast.
Oh yeah.
Let me go down there.
Yeah, nice. It was a good fire. It's a good fire. Well done, Butters. Shout out to you. There's Jordan.
I'm glad this is the first event and not the second one, because if you remember the second one, Will was wearing a kilt, and that camera angle wouldn't have worked.
Jordan and I got up to some shit that night too.
Oh yeah. Didn't you shoot a cat?
No, we didn't shoot him, but we found a few.
Track some cats down. Good. All right, so we're on for Sunday morning.
Oh,
Here
look
we
at
are.
that team.
Oh,
Look at
just,
the oh.
I just,
Yes,
I
look
just
at that for a shot.
before we
Screenshot.
carry on.
Look at
Before we
the
carry
angle
on.
of my disregard. That would have been. That was the hidden one where you don't know where the shot was.
I just,
yeah.
The horse.
just going to bring you guys
Okay.
onto a. Let's just capture it up with. Oh, why is this Zoom thing not working?
Oh no, I can see it. We got Andy.
So
I couldn't find any results.
here we
Yeah, that'll
go.
do.
I'm just trying to focus that. But Andy Little is currently on live on Instagram, and he is doing his yoga.
Why?
He made this bet. He made this promise on Monday night that he was going to broadcast one of his yoga things. So there he is.
There's not much yoga happening.
There's not. It's just a lot of talking, really.
He's full of shit, I reckon.
Let's see if we can request. But at least he's doing what he said he would do.
The man follows through with the bet.
I did send him the Zoom invite because I thought he'd come on here and join us. But anyway, that's the way. He's not keen on. He's just not doing anything. Come on, Andy, pick up your game. We want to see your yoga. Show us a
we'll
downward
call
dog.
him.
He's answering all the adoring
He
girls.
probably
who are
is.
just like, oh my goodness, he's on. Quickly, top to ball, and there he is.
What's happening there?
Oh, good.
I subscribe to. So
Righto. Let's. Hey, Andy. I don't know if we'll be able to hear you, mate.
But there we go.
hello, Andy. Is this like by
I don't think
something
he
or
can
other
hear you. But
bilateral?
anyway, you're on the show, mate. You're on the show. Is what we're trying to say. I can't hear you, but you can probably hear me. You're on the show. Anyway, we got to get back into it. But we've made you famous. There you go. Guys, go and check
Get back
out
to your yoga, you chump.
Andy's
Show us
yoga live stream. Anyway, good. All right, back onto the video. Sorry, we've we destroyed that pretty
And
much.
stay out.
Good. All right, we are on to Sunday morning. We're on to Sunday morning. Let's make
like
sure
this.
everyone can
Daryl's
see
saying-
this.
If you look over there,
So this
He's
stage was there was a goat is a generous word, but there was a thing out there that was to represent a goat with a target around its chest area, and its head was hidden into a bush, and you got given an arc of fire for it to be within, and it was all just scrub that you would see sort of rolling up a hill, and that's where Daryl's pointing out this way, and then you'd one person would have to find it, and whoever found it, the other person had to shoot it. So again, it was a communication challenge.
look at the pins on that guy though. Look at the legs like
do you shave?
maybe,
Oh,
but not my legs.
hang on, go back to that, Rusty. We can point out exactly where it was. So pause there.
Yeah.
You see that bush that's sort of half jutting out at 10 o'clock?
See the bush.
Do we see
It's-
the bush?
so yeah, shut up. It's sort of coming out from the line of, viewers can't see that, Rusty.
I can see the mouse.
Yeah, but
Wait, can you see the
YouTube
mouse? Yeah, okay.
Can't. YouTube can't.
Okay.
But if you look at where neither of us are looking at 10 o'clock, there's that bush. There's that bush that's coming out into the paddock a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just to the 2 o'clock of that bush.
Yeah, we're failing miserably on that, mate. We'll take your word for it.
You see where the fence post is? It's not near the fence post.
Oh, yeah, Nick's found it.
see it?
Nick's found it. There it
Have you
is.
seen
There it
I've
is.
got the-
Butters is onto it.
Have you seen the barrel flag?
no.
I've still got the barrel flag in too. Did you notice that?
Well, you meant to because you're not shooting.
I know, I'm a good boy.
And Butters was aiming for the head even though he couldn't see the head.
Hey, I was nailing it.
You damn near knocked it over, dude. That 300 Win Mag was way overpowered.
Yeah, you could see the target flick up above its back.
Now this is a good stage. Choose your points because you can't do this these days. But there was 5 targets, Yeah, one at, there's a half, 50% IPSC targets, one at 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. And they were worth the appropriate points. So the closest one was worth 1 point. The next was worth 2, out to 5 points at 600. And you had X amount of rounds, and you would game it out as to which target you would put your rounds onto. And you could change it partway through. But yeah, it was an interesting, good fun way of doing a stage. Oh, Andrew with a solid beard.
Was that when we had to run the target out to the position?
No, that was the second year.
Just want to point out, because as is probably no secret, Bronte scores the same amount as you, Butters, and ends up on countback on the deciding stage. And
What cal was he using?
He's running a 243 in a ticker. I think it's a Boyd stock with a Gen 1 PST on it. Not running a lot of gear, and still,
it's a great shot.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us were running much gear.
Well, you're running a bloody AI with a beast on it. There's a stormtrooper. There's a stormtrooper.
No
We've got the bullpup gun as well.
Yeah,
there was a bullpup rocket in there.
Not a lot of muzzle brakes.
Danny with his KRG's probably got the most suited rifle there.
That was Dan Incole's. That was Dan Incole's gun.
Ah, was it?
Yeah.
He was a trendsetter back then.
Absolutely.
I liked how Beaker was out there with his the one that's been sticker bombed. That was his F-class rifle he put a brake on for the event.
Good to see Rob shooting.
Yes, very good. Good man, Mr. Rob.
Got Will with me, and we're halfway through day 2. And how you feeling?
Oh, the tucked-in shirt. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, majority of them at least.
Good
so
fun.
I'm pretty happy with myself.
Yep. And what are you running?
Running 260 Remington in a ticker CTR. With a few
Just gonna. There's a couple interviews here of the various boys talking. Someone asked if this was the hamstring event. No, the hamstring event where Scott pulled his hamstring was the match after.
Come back next year?
Oh, Hills, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hills, yeah.
For next year, so definitely be going for good results.
Very good. Oh, thanks, Will, and we'll good luck.
This did get a lot of people very excited.
Yeah,
no worries, thanks,
not
Stu.
wrong.
I've got Mark with me.
Yeah, Ian Nolan. The Stormtrooper gun was a Precision Rifle Products bullpup chassis ticker T3 in 6.5 Super LR. Really weird combination, but yeah.
Don't see a lot of super. They were sort of starting to kick in a little bit then, and then haven't really seen super LRs happen. Yeah, I'm not sure what where that sort of died off, but I think they were a bit finicky, weren't they, Nick?
I wouldn't say they were finicky. My thing would be having different projectiles, and people's understanding of reloading is a bit better now.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, it's probably fair. But I guess
Still shot like a house on fire. You still beat me, so you had to shoot half decently.
Yeah. There's another Stormtrooper gun getting around somewhere. Someone's running
is
that
another one
Ryan
recently.
Mead? Does Ryan Meads have one?
Down at the last shot, laying down.
I want to say one of the 365 Precision guys, not Mitch. It was someone else. One of those guys, I thought. I could be wrong. I might be wrong, but yeah, it's just I remember seeing it somewhere.
There's not even many Desert Techs running around. Monique, who was shooting with us for a while, used a Desert Tech, but that was because she helped her shoot a little bit.
Yeah,
I haven't seen many others.
Yeah, I've had a couple come through on PRS matches.
Yeah,
that was one of the early ones.
Excellent, very good. Oh, best luck for the rest of the weekend. Thanks, Stu. Now I've got James.
Oh, Chungy. There he is.
Sydney, yeah. And how you find
I think he borrowed that chassis too for this match.
I reckon you're right. And one good old painted scope. Gotta love a painted scope.
There's nothing wrong with a painted scope. It's got to be tactical. Like, you couldn't game it back then, so you made your rifle look better to phase out the other competition. You just had to psych them out. And if you looked at my gun, it was camo to hell and back.
I'm going to skip through some of these because we're running out of time, but can't skip past Butters.
Oh, I was like picking me nose before. What's going on here? Oh, that hat. That hat is got some age on it now.
Yeah, so do you
Average?
finally.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's a lot different than anything else you really do regularly.
Yep. And
Anyway, we'll skip past the chat because the banter took up a lot of time. All right, let's get on. This is a proper stage where you get the whole story.
Oh, was this the down? Oh no, shoot, not shoot, don't shoot. Yep.
No, we had a target to the right, a bullseye target we could just nail, and then we had a target to the left, a little bit closer, but it had a no-shoot target to the front left of it.
In front of it, some way. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, a little bit of the target was obscured.
It was the good, would you say like 30, 40 metres in front of it? It wasn't right in front of it though, was it?
No, it was like a metre in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
right.
so it was close in, yeah. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. So you had your big target at the back, which is 700 and something metres. And if you hit the centre, it was worth 2 points. If you hit the outside, it was worth 1 point. You build up your points off 5 shots, and then you could game it to hit the extra 5 points if you hit the back target, the no shoot target. But if you the shoot target, but if you hit the no shoot target, you would get 0. And your team would also get 0 because this is one of those combo stages where you would score your points and your team would score points as well.
If I'm not mistaken, Travis Walterfang high scored this stage.
It may have done, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you gave out little trophy awards for the highest point, highest point getter.
Yeah, little medallions.
Well, I do remember
because he's got one.
I do remember. So these guys here, Paul and Chungi, this is going back to knowledge again. These guys were in MIL and MOA and didn't know. Didn't know that they were in different languages trying to spot for each other. Yeah.
Goes 3 left. 3 clicks left.
And that the other one I heard walking past it was people would be like, oh, left 0.2. And they weren't confirming whether you wanted them to hold it or to or that's where their bullet was going. Yeah.
Is that impact 0.2 or dial 0.2?
Yeah.
Like what are we doing?
Exactly.
That stage, people reckon they saw a crosswind jump as well.
Yeah.
They'd shoot and then the bullet would just fly out of nowhere.
There was a
there was a burn.
I reckon,
That was terrible.
I reckon they got their dope wrong.
Yeah, there was a big there was a lot further between the two targets and it looked, and they were on the 2 high points of either side of a gully. And so the wind was a lot different in between the two targets by a long way.
Yeah, it was a depth perception thing. You couldn't see the ground because it dropped away. It was almost like a cold spot, and it'd mess your bullet up. For the 308 guys, of course. Not the 260.
People must have been seeing just the bullet skipping along and hitting further up.
Yeah, could have. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm curious about people shooting position behind their gun there and what we know now. It is curious to see.
Just chilling out with this music.
Oh wow, that gong was close in front, yeah.
Yeah, all the gongs were filmed later though, Nick, but yeah. But it was very similar. It was pretty much that setup. Crispy cleaned it. Crispy cleaned it.
Of course Crispy cleaned it. He hasn't stopped since.
I remember.
I've heard that a lot.
Oh, the descent, last stage.
Oh, let's talk about my comeback tour.
I love it about
this was the stage that I ruled out. I hung it all out.
Yeah,
I had nothing left to lose.
So here we go. So you'd have to shoot. This is a team stage again. So you'd shoot.
It was a tag team run and gun. and it wasn't slow.
No, because it was all on time. You had like 5 minutes for both blokes.
I have still got the trophy from this stage of being the fastest and the highest point getter. I was the highest points and the fastest time as well. And I thought I was going to have like some sort of heart attack after I got up because I was sucking gas.
Yeah, look at Moose just chilling.
Yeah, so we had I think it was 4 shooting positions. We had like one off a post, one kneeling, one standing, and then one lying 90 degrees to your gun, I'm going to say.
Side
and then
prone.
run back up the hill, which felt like 100 metres, but was probably only about 8 metres. And then tag your teammate for him to do the same shoot.
Yeah, so
you had an individual score and a team.
The flag's going in here. So because there was a high amount of movement, and you're running back up, the flags are going to confirm they were good, and then you have to keep your gun up.
Pointed straight up.
Yep.
I'd also like to say I think there is still brass on that hill to this day.
I think you're right, mate.
End of the day,
I think
we've got
you're
the
right.
results coming up, and now last night you were coming second. How are you feeling about that?
I had a reasonably good day today.
There you go,
Wasn't too
Bronte.
happy with the last stage though, but
You shot well.
it's anyone's game at the end.
I like the golf hat. That's good. It's class.
We can always have a bit of a shoot and a bit of a drink, so it's
Excellent.
drinking after, obviously. But it's good fun, and look forward to doing it again in the future.
What was your favourite stage?
I quite like the left-hand, right-hand crossover one. I thought that was a good challenge.
So that means he did really well on that stage because you only like stages you do well on.
He did. I think he was equal top score on that.
We actually had 3 or 4.
Oh, so 3 out of 10?
That was their favourite. Yeah, all said that was a favourite one. What, any other ones that caught your
A
attention?
few high
as well?
scores on that one.
Swinging platforms is always a bit of fun. Bit of a challenge, but it's good. It's a good experience. Not many people get the opportunity to shoot from a moving platform generally. So
yeah.
All right. Skip past some of the interviews as well because we're running out of time there. All right, here's the award. Here's how we end up.
Finish eating a few snacks.
Can I do it?
you're right.
Thanks,
All
mate.
The best dressed team.
Oh, yeah, they did. All right, so here's the guys who won the best stages. So where did you get your name on there, or you got there as
The Descent.
Nick
I got
Descent?
him.
Well done, Butters. You got your one for levels.
Yeah, levels.
Yeah, and then I ended up with the ones for pick a card because we can the stage. All right, let's carry.
Wow, that's really good because Bronte got 2. Bronte to get. I was going to say it's a really good spread because but it wasn't really hoarded by anyone.
Nah,
I think it was-
Wow, that's really.
yeah.
Because it was top
Creek
score
got a
and then
couple.
went on time after that.
Yeah. Stage winners was good to do.
Yep. But the last stage, I had to do anything I could. I had to hang it all out, and I got something.
Third
It wasn't
place,
herpes either.
TNT. That was you and Moose.
Yeah, Moose and I. Yep.
And I
And then
got
Greg and Matt.
I got
on,
4th
second.
team. We got 4th team as well.
No
So
one's
we did
listening
pretty
to
well.
fourth team, mate. Go on, whatever.
I'm gonna swing my dick when I can.
Crispy came in first there with Nick, and those boys only met on the Friday.
They did very well.
Actually, same with Team 2. They only met on the Friday. Crispy came in third. He would have been dirty on that. Bronte in second. And
I'd love to see how everyone would go today doing that exact course fire.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Wouldn't that be different?
That's the only time you've ever beaten Crispy, isn't it, Butters?
Oh, there you go. So that's how it all
Did you
rolled
see
out.
me go up by like 6 places there?
Yeah, good on you, Nick. Well done. Good
Hooray! That's a mid-pack. Oh, it's not even mid-pack. Crap.
Depends what you count as mid.
And
Yeah.
I'd like to say that Travis coming 10th, he held that above me like relentlessly for like 2 years after that.
Yep. And where'd you go? You said you go
No, we got
fourth.
6th.
You were sixth.
We got
Lying
6th.
bastards.
My mistake. I went down 2. Yep. By half a point. Oh, Will beat me by half a point. I'm going to have words with that guy.
Oh, good fun. There you go. That was 2016 PRI. There's the chat with the winners. Good stuff. And then we had. Oh yeah, here's the gags. Righto.
What a day. What an event. What a time. What a memory. Bunch of ragtags. Good location. I think one of those gazebos is still there too.
Yeah, you're probably right. Magazine fell out.
That's right.
Oh, there was no 30-second hang fire rule back then.
Oh, because that's where you had reception on the top of that hill, but nowhere else.
Yeah, that's right. Me not.
Yeah, there's no reception anywhere.
Mag not feeding there. Oh yeah, look out. Pack down.
Oh, no.
Oh, there it is. I'm wrestling sheep. Is it Andrew?
Yeah,
that's
was.
Andrew.
Oh, there you go, lads. There you go. Oh, brings back some memories. Brings back some memories for sure.
Thank you for that horror.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully, let's flick you guys back up on here, and it was certainly a good time all those years ago, and led on to some interesting things with PRS kicking off and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it was certainly the beginning. It was certainly the beginning of an era. It'd be good to return there one day, because I think a lot of people always talk about what was the PRI like. Like, how did it work? It was very weird. It was one of those things that I don't know if it'll ever be reproduced. Hopefully, it will at some point in time if we're ever able to pull it off with the laws and this COVID and whatever else. But having to walk around the range and the way it all worked was so dynamic. Like, it was. Everyone nowadays is like, oh, I'm going to make like a 20-kilo gun and I'm just going to ride the recoil. I'm going for like 17 bags. It's like, yeah, good luck with that. It's
not so much.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
yeah, I think it was more of a pure sport back then.
You're right.
We didn't know what we were doing. It was good.
Back then, we all wore our shirts the correct way, unlike these days where people just wear it whichever way they want. Yeah.
We were waiting for somebody to pick up on it in the comments, and none of you guys picked up that my shirt is back to front.
No, people just come to expect that of you, mate.
Take it off.
Oh, good.
Well, I know. Oh, it actually feels better now too. It's kind of like not restricting. So
good stuff. Oh well, guys, there we go. So that was the 2016 PRI. That was the precursor to the 2017 happened, but in between 26 and 2017, ended up in the States and hooking up stuff with the PRS and yeah, was able to do that. And then later 2017, 2 months after, actually at the 2017 event, we were able to announce the PRS was happening. That was when the formal announcement went forward, and then laws changed here, so we weren't able to continue on with running those matches here. Although, you know, to be fair, we probably would have. And just the nature of being invited and stuff, we would have headed down PRS a bit more. But yeah, it was certainly good fun, and you boys obviously enjoyed it, and it's still great to see a number of those guys shooting. And if we had the footage of 2017, which is on a corrupted hard drive up in my cupboard, which I hope to be able to afford to recover.
Can't burn it. Throw it in that bomb.
No, I'm saving it. Yeah, I'm saving it. I'll get there one day.
You will not. That was 5 years ago.
5 years.
4.
7 years ago.
3 years. 2017. 2017.
You're 9.
Anyway, whatever. You look like it was like 14 years ago. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I've aged a
my beard was younger then.
You've aged a lot. Depending on whether you've shaved or not. But if you'd seen 2017, a lot of the guys at 2017 are mainstays, I guess, of the series nowadays. Yeah, so it's really where a lot of things.
That was Ashley Porner's first.
Yeah, Ash Porner's first match.
It was too.
Yes. Luke's McKinney's first match.
And Lucas McKinney.
Yeah, for this sort of stuff. Yeah, so it was all sorts of.
That second year, it really bumped up a fair notch.
Yeah, yeah, it got hard.
But it was the one thing I really appreciate with all these guys who came out. We didn't know what we were doing. We're like, okay, Butters and Bronte clearly did because I didn't. But I enjoyed it because the last time I was in Northern Territory, I actually stayed with you, Butters, at your house. And
you can stay with me again in a couple of months' time.
Exactly. Like it's
even if we don't shoot.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll attend. I won't shoot. I'll attend.
No, you'll shoot. Just you won't compete.
Yeah. So anybody who says, yeah, but all the guys in the comments and earlier on in the YouTube, they're going, "Oh, I don't really know if I want to join." Just get out there. It's not about winning or competing. It's about having fun and meeting new people